Decentralized storage is complicated, and not everyone understands how to work or leverage it. And it comes with a ton of benefits. Like, it's cheap, it's decentralized, there's no censorship, it's super secure, and it's really fast. These kind of 5 key points that I mentioned, which is, of course, cost, decentralization, censorship, security, and speed, these are achieved by storing encrypted data across multiple locations or nodes, which therefore decentralizes where the data itself exists. With this technology, you can store stuff like snapshots, backups, and other static files while remaining totally secure and anonymous. Currently, dApps kind of work like this. So the backend of most apps exists on smart contracts working within a specific chain, right? This is Web3. This is kind of the Web3 part of most apps. The front-end code and static files for it are still hosted on a variety of centralized Web2 solutions, right? They haven't really reached Web3 just yet, which in turn, of course, means that most apps aren't completely Web3, as the foundational hosting for these applications are still stuck in Web2. Now, the only way to make your dApp a little bit closer to being 100% Web3 is to use something like Chainstack's IPFS API that we're currently working on, and you can use this to store static files with storage provided by us. In the future, of course, we plan to release a full product for the hosting of dApps on Web3, including backend, static files, and front-end, in order to help dApps move completely to Web3 instead of kind of where they exist right now, which is like backend in Web3, front-end in Web2. What we want to do here is help dApp developers really take their application to the next level in being entirely Web3. At the end of the day, we aim to relieve a huge pain point that lies within a few key components of development. Number one is, of course, the typically complicated infrastructure maintenance and management, storage providing data security, and of course, as we kind of do best, enterprise level support. Ultimately, what we want to do is kind of be the go-to platform for developers to have all the tools they need to make an application completely within Web3. And as we kind of went over today, our IPFS API is a huge step towards the ultimate goal, as it takes dApps from being half Web2, half Web3 to being entirely Web3.